Alright, so now we will install Whoops. So Whoops is the package I was telling you for handling the exceptions, and they have a special class for the JSON. This one, JSON response handler. So let's go installing it. It's a nice one. It wasn't updated for a little while, but now again there are many new updates here. May, so only less than 1 month ago actually, which is great to see this. I was using it already like back in 2016, and now even 2016, yeah, like almost 8 years ago. And now it's great that I can use it again, and it's a great package. I have used it also for one of another API I have built a while ago, and it was mentioned there. I've used it, so we will do a similar implementation. So if I just search for Whoops, we see we will use also the JSON response handler, and then if there is any error, we'll just initiate Whoops that way. So we will do that. Let's first install the package. So let's go again to our repository if you are not there yet. So API simple menu, and then I will do composer require flip Whoops. In my case, I don't add it as a dev dependency because we will need it on production. And now it has been installed. Oh, first I will commit the few changes I did in the previous video about the DAL. So update user DAL naming convention. So at least I keep it clean. And now we can go to our index.php there, and there we can initiate Whoops. So for doing so, you see we will just do that way. First we call Whoops allow quiet, allow quit. I'm not sure that option what it is, and then we do the JSON handler. So first Whoops equals, so again we initiate the object Whoops Whoops, and then run. First need this. Perfect. So, and I will actually use Whoops run as, I will create an alias and I will do Whoops run. I think it's more readable that way, and it looks a little bit cleaner too. And if I just import run, is like, it's a bit weird. I mean, it's a bit hard to understand what's run for. Not weird, but hard to know. Oh yeah, it's from Whoops. So it's nicer to create an alias. And from there, we can just do push handler. So let's continue here. We are calling the method push handler, and here to be we are using JSON. So in my case, JSON response handler, that will be the one we will use. And that will pretty much be it. So here we do, oops, I will use that one. I will again import it. So probably I will do something similar in my import. I will do use Whoops, and then handler, and finally JSON response handler alias, it will be whoops JSON response handler, exactly like this. Oops. And there, whoops JSON response handler, perfect, beautiful. And now I have to do new here, perfect. And so I think that's it. HTML, we don't need this. Allow quit, I'm not sure. Allow quit, I'm not sure what's that. We can have a look in the code to quit. So should whoops allow handlers to force script to quit. Yeah, well, that's an interesting one. Let's see if they have a documentation in there. Allow quit, whoops. No, it's not much. I don't see a lot. Yeah, anyways, I will just keep like this for now. And so that's pretty much it. You see, it's really simple to set up. And I go back here, I just remove this. You can test it if you wish, but for us we will just test by doing throw new exception. Oh, I made a typo, and here I will do like this is an error. Perfect. And let's see how good is whoops. So let's send it. Oh, okay, something didn't work. Oh, I think I know. Of course, it has to be after. So let's see. Let's say the exception has happened in one of those files, like here, because there's nothing anyway above whoops. So whoops has to be first. And oh, not found. Alright. So it hasn't been found. Oh yes, I know why, of course. It's because we need the autoload composer autoload first. That's why. Sorry about this. So that way, and now whoops will be able to be loaded. However, it's still not working for some reason. Right, do I need to register then? Register the handler. Oh yeah, and you are all set. We need the register method. Yes, we do. And this is probably why it didn't work. You see, that looks really nice, and it's much nicer to see that way. It's easy, it's simple, and now it means we don't even need to handle the exception. So here I will mention handle all exceptions and convert them into JSON format. But I will still keep it, but it means we don't even need to use this try catch. However, the error message is a little bit different. But if I show it to you and we remove it just for testing, and I will just remove the exception in our index.php. So our index.php, I will just remove this. And now if I do, if I add a name which is invalid, just I, you see, invalid user payloads. So technically we don't even need the try catch in our user.routes.php, but it's just a little bit nicer there, only for, you know, the validation errors. I think it's just a little bit simpler here because it's less code. So yeah, that's it for handling the exceptions. You see, it's just 3 lines of code, really small, really short. We can even have a look what's allow quit if I do 3, and if I again I will take out, or maybe I will just add an exception. Here we remove actually exception to be only for the validation, and then I will do through new, if I do inside of the try, because it will be only for invalid exception, invalid validation exception. So here if I do exception, and then this is a real error, and let's see what we get from whoops. Yeah, I think it does exit for at some point it does exit, but we don't really it's not really needed anyway to have allow quit, so we can just remove that. Perfect, beautiful. So now we can commit our changes. I will zoom a little bit so you can see better. And here git add, you see we have whoops, we have registered the whoops and JSON response handler. Oh, I don't need the blank space there. I will just remove it. It was in user routes. Yeah, perfect. And then we have removed that because it's not needed anymore. So add whoops with JSON response handler for API response. Perfect, beautiful.